for instance, and naturally of Baroque artwork. The ballet is Camp Papa Knows Everything vintage shirt about love. Isherwood 110. Solely in 1954 with Isherwood. Then, was camp explicitly inaugurated into literature and, subsequently, academia. Film assessment. Crip Camp close to. Whereas, macros, fats, protein, carbohydrate, are necessary, a larger emphasis is positioned on micronutrient values. Now, whereas the origins of camp might be traced again to the reign of the French king Louis XIV, many flip to the essay, Notes on Camp, by the American critic Susan Sontag. In her seminal Papa Knows Everything vintage shirt essay, Notes on Camp, Susan Sontag addresses the impossibility of a strict definition of camp. For camp just isn't a strict thought. However, a sensibility. Sontag 288. For Sontag, camp is love of the unnatural, of artifice and exaggeration. Sontag 288. Camp just isn't a vintage shirt strict rule and can't, with integrity, be mechanized. Dr. Maisel provides lessons, workshops, and training nationally and internationally and gives keynote addresses for organizations just like the Worldwide Society for Moral Psychology and Psychiatry. Papa Knows Everything vintage shirt. Ladies tee, V-neck, sweater and hoodie. Sweater, ladies tee, hoodie, V-neck. Eric Maisel is an internationally respected workshop chief, coach, and instructor with Papa Knows Everything vintage shirt greater than 50 books to his credit score. His books embody Life Function Bootcamp, The Way Forward for Psychological Well-Being, Rethinking Melancholy, The Van Gogh Blues, Teaching the Artist Inside, Mastering Inventive Anxiousness, and plenty of extras. However, it's tremendously useful to have instruments to take care of the concern, nervousness, and resistance. UNHCR and LWF have executed a lot to sensitize folks to ship their kids to high school. However, refugees nonetheless had their vintage shirt communities with their conventional norms and gender patterns to take care of. Reminiscent of compelled marriages and baby marriages, for example. Serving folks to Eve with an objective, and that means is a game changer. And plenty of troopers intents their project on the publish. For the price of a single session with a coach or therapist, you'll be able to assist yourself with your personal life objective, and that means challenges, and assist others with theirs and make cash. I got here in figuring out my life objective, however had struggled to reside it. It was very gratifying to find that I may counter damaging self-talk, cease proper in the course of a damaging thought loop, and get to work on considered one of my life objective tasks. Get began proper now. Right, here's a fast method to resolve the camp film Papa Knows Everything. Vintage shirt downside. Kakuma makes vintage shirt an attempt to cheat with the only intention of being resettled, thus maneuvering round problems with insecurity as the principal criterion for eligibility, which has been widespread. The consequence will present the impression of nutritarianism and the way other products